What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I was wanting to go over some of my top 5 interior mods that I would recommend for any 99 to 04 Mustang. And really, this could go for the earlier S95s too, because they're practically the same exact interior. If you are new here, this is my 01 Mustang GT. And also it's got a lot of stuff done to it. If you are interested in seeing everything that's exactly done to it, I do have a total cost video that's somewhere on my channel. I can link it up there in the corner. And that'll kind of go over, obviously, the total cost to build everything. But on top of that, it has a lot of the mods that's done to it. Now, there has been some stuff that is updated on the car that's not in that video, but it'll give you a rough idea of pretty much everything that's done. Now, these aren't gonna be in any type of particular order or anything. These are just kind of what I would recommend. Everybody knows a lot of people don't really like the new edges just because of the interior. And I mean, I agree with that, but I also don't. Just because it is a car from the early 2000s and late 90s, so you kind of should expect things like that. There's not many cars that came with like really good interiors from that era. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go over some of my things that I would recommend you doing. So you can see my interior is actually still exactly like a new edge. I mean, there's not really anything fancy about it, but I think it's a really good OEM Plus style. So obviously the first thing that probably catches your eye is that steering wheel right there, and it's actually a fully Alcantara with a flat bottom, and it's got the red stripe at the top and matching red stitching. Now, I actually got this from a company called Redline Goods. I actually hit them up because I was kind of needing a new steering wheel because my old one was kind of starting to wear a little bit, just because, I mean, it is an older car. They are actually willing to work something out with me. So if you do want a steering wheel like this, they make tons of stuff and everything. And I actually do have a video on that steering wheel also. That'll be linked up there. Now, I think just solely from doing a steering wheel, I think that can actually change a big portion of your driving experience. Not only does it look cooler, but it feels cooler. And obviously, if you like to take pictures of your car and everything, this really does make the interior pop. And then another thing that I think that is actually key is doing a shift knob. Now, this is a Cobra style shift knob, but it's obviously the 5-speed. And I really like it just because my car is obviously silver, and then I've got silver pedals down there. So I like it because obviously it matches, and then it is a different feel. I had this old plastic one. on the car, and it was just something that came with the manual swap kit that I got, but it's just like a piece of plastic. I mean, it's literally like $16, I think, off of like LMR and stuff. So obviously that shift knob is a huge difference for me. Not only is it shaped a little bit different, but it obviously feels better, and it's leather, it's not actually plastic, and it has some stitching on the side. So I think this is another thing that can really spice up your interior, because I think the stock ones for these cars, I think they're the exact same as this pretty much. It just doesn't have this piece kind of sticking out. It's actually all just like charcoal, I think. Don't quote me on that. And now for shift knobs, you can pick some up for anywhere. Like the one that I have that I just showed you, I mean, you can pick them up from like $15 to like $100 if you get like custom ones and everything. I think this is really good for what the price was. I mean, it was like $45. I was actually going to buy an MGW shift knob, and it was going to be like custom. Kind of the same style, but not really. But it was going to be like silver on the top and everything. But I ended up not doing it just because I could get this one for half the price. And if I really didn't like it, I would just go build the custom one that I was going to do. And then now, since we're right here, I'll go ahead and talk about this. Now, this is my head unit, and this is a Pioneer NV200EX. Now, I'm not exactly sure if you can still actually purchase these, because I did like a few years ago. Now, this one's actually really basic. You have your up and down volume, and then your like mute button, skip, back, and all that. And obviously, you got your Bluetooth, radio, and then you can do like camera view, all that, if you have one hooked up, which I do have a reverse camera. And you can like do custom everything, and it's not a bad head unit for the price. The only downside to it is I think you can only connect like 3 phones at a time, which for me, I'm the only person that drives this car, so it's not that big of an issue. But say where a lot of people actually like to play music and you want a different Bluetooth, you are limited on how many phones you can actually connect. But obviously you can like change colors and everything, which I just have it green because whenever these lights are on, they're actually green. So it just matches everything. I don't know if you can buy this exact head unit anymore, but I think I paid like around $200, so it is still on the cheaper side of head units, but I think it is a really good head unit, and I really haven't had any issues with it so far. Also, I think some kind of pedals would make a little bit of a difference. Now, these are actually the pedals that came in Mach 1s and Cobras, and I don't remember if they came in Bullets or not, but I figured I would go ahead and do them because, I mean, they're pedal covers. I mean, they're cheap. They're like $100. And obviously, you can see, like, it could give me a little bit more grip. I mean, that's what a lot of people say, but I think they do feel a lot better than the rubber ones that came on the car and all the other 2 valves and V6s. But my main thing is kind of where I was going with the theme of, like, matching that silver with that shift knob and then the car and everything. So I really think that was just something to kind of tie everything together. So these are like only like $100, like I said. And I mean, honestly, I think they're worth it. They are kind of a pain to get on, just depending on like how you do it, because you're really recommended to probably actually take the seat out just because it's easier to get, because you have to take the gas pedal off. The dead pedal is a clip, and the clutch and brake are just, you slide them off then slide them back on. It sounds a lot easier than it is. It took me a little bit just because they are really tight to put on. Obviously, that way they don't come off once they're on. But if you just boil them in some water a little bit, let that rubber soften up, and then you can actually wrap them around. And then this last one would really be seats. And obviously it's a black interior, so I think these are the most sought after stock seats that came in the car. Now my driver one, it's starting to get a little bit worn, but it's still in really good shape compared to a lot of them. And the passenger one and then the back seats are actually still mint condition. Literally, I don't think that many people's actually sat in those. And now what you could do, you could either buy some seats like this. You could find these on eBay or Marketplace or really wherever. And you could always swap some nicer leather seats if you're going for that OEM look. If you want to do what I was planning on doing in the future, I might end up doing some Corbeau leather seats in here. And they are like the racing style. And I could go Brahms if you wanted like a racing seat for cheaper. And I think even like on Amazon, I think there's like a racing seat for like $350 for 2 of them. I don't think the comfort would be that good, but I know there's just one guy that has an SN95 that I've seen that has those. And I mean, they look really good for the price. I just don't know about the comfortability of them. Brahms, they're really affordable. They're like $1,000 for a set. I've only sat in one pair of Brahms, and that was in the S550. So I don't know exactly how those feel that much, just because I wasn't really paying attention to the feel of them or anything. They're definitely not like a bucket seat in like an M car or something that comes factory. And I know you could probably find like Recaros and like do like custom seats and everything, but whenever you do that, you're talking about spending probably a lot of money. So that is going to be some of my top mods to do to the inside of a new age Mustang. And I think this stuff actually spices it up a lot. I don't really realize it in the moment, but whenever I go back and look at old pictures or old videos or something of the car, whenever it's completely stock, especially with that automatic transmission, the hideous shifter, I don't know why those things came on it. I think those are ugly, but a lot of people might like them, I don't know. But I personally think that shifter is like terrible. I just think it looks bad. But if I look back at older stuff versus now, obviously it has changed a lot, and I think it does feel a lot better. And whenever I hop in the car, I don't really feel like I'm just in a stock car or anything. Now, if you are looking for a better driving experience, obviously the steering wheel and the seats would kind of be the best thing to do. Now, those are going to be your 2 priciest things. So let me know your thoughts on everything, and let me know if you agree or maybe if you disagree, maybe what you would do different. The only thing that you could really do different that would actually spice something up is some kind of floor mats. And these actually came in the car whenever I bought them, and they're just like a regular GT. I need to replace the driver one because that one has been used. And other than that, it would pretty much just be like a rear seat delete. But I guess that's pretty much gonna be the end of the video. Like I said, if you do want to go more in depth of what's all done to the car, you can check out the channel and everything. I got a lot of videos posted about it. If you're interested in some of the stuff that's on the car, now I don't have everything, but there is some stuff linked down in the description that'll take you straight to it. And then I also have a lot of other stuff linked down there. But it's currently still raining outside, but it should be stopping in a little bit. And I know the car don't look dirty on camera at all, just because of these lights and everything. But I'm probably gonna be washing this thing whenever it stops raining, hopefully, because it hasn't been washed in probably close to a month or so. And I haven't really driven it, so I can't really say it's that dirty. And I actually did drive in the rain today. I know you're probably like, how did you drive in the rain? And it still looks like that. And honestly, it's just because of the coatings that's on the car and for the fact that it's silver, it's not gonna show up as good. I guess that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I'm hoping to have some more videos out soon. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We only have probably about like 20 more days left, and you guys are actually crushing it because I haven't been posting that much, and I'm actually at like 941 subscribers, I think, at the moment. I know I was gonna order a bunch of stuff. I kind of slacked on that. I haven't really been that motivated with the car recently, so I can maybe dive into all that like later on. And I think a big portion of it is just because it's winter and it's cold. I don't really get the car out as much. And also I've been busy with work, so I haven't really been thinking about it. It's kind of just been sitting literally right here for the past like 2-3 weeks. I've maybe driven it maybe twice or so. Hopefully next year or sooner, hopefully I'll gain that motivation back and I will buy the parts that I was supposed to buy not too long ago. If you guys are interested in why I haven't done that, I can go over it in another video, maybe sometime soon. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one.